Imagine that it's Halloween. You're at a pumpkin patch. At the pumpkin patch is a corn maze. You want to go through the corn maze, so you start down the entrance to navigate through the maze. As you walk down these pathways, you realize this is easy. It's effortless. The corn has already been removed, so it's not difficult to walk down the path, but it is difficult for you to find your way to the exit. You get impatient, you get frustrated and upset, and you decide to make a hard right, beeline towards the exit. As you make a hard right, you realize, shit, this isn't easy anymore. It's not effortless. The corn hasn't been removed. You're getting poked in the face by the corn cobs. You got to push the corn down, step over the corn, or remove the corn in order to carve out a new path. Now, if you kept going down that same path, it would get easier and easier and easier the more that you removed the corn or pushed it down. And that's exactly how it works when it comes to rewiring this brain, which is called neuroplasticity. In early childhood development, when your brain is formulating, you're creating neural pathways based on whether it's a nurturing environment or not. Your brain was stimulated correctly or not, whether there's a secure attachment between parent and child or not. Those neural pathways will stay with you into your adult life, affecting your identity, your core beliefs, your emotions, your behaviors. At some point, you realize if you want to change, you have to rewire this thing. When you go to do that, it's like you're making a hard right in a corn maze. What happens is that it's difficult at first, and you're getting poked in the face, and you're met with resistance. And what a lot of people will do when it gets tough is they'll throw in the towel and they'll snap back into old neural pathways. They'll go back to thinking the way that they used to think. Don't do that. You have to know that when you go to rewire this thing, hold on to a different perspective. It's going to be difficult at first. You have to remove some of that corn, which is called neural pruning or synaptic pruning, which is when you remove the synapses between the neurons. Synaptic connections that are unnecessary or redundant, you can remove those so that you can carve out a new path within your brain. But it's going to be difficult at first. It's like if you go up to the top of a hill to go sledding and it's fresh powder and no one's sled there before, and you go down a path, you're going to create a little groove. If you keep going down that same path, the groove gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's going to get easier to slide down that same path. Now, if you decide to course correct and go down fresh powder to make a new path, you're just going to have a little groove. It's going to be so easy for you to slide back into that old groove, that old neural pathway. Don't do that. Don't give up. You have to buckle up. It's going to take some time, it's going to take some work, and it's going to be difficult at first. But if you keep carving out a new path, this thing will start to think different thoughts, which will create different emotions, which can change your identity, your core beliefs, your relationships, your behaviors. All of it can shift and change. But you can't give up so easily. So if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you're sliding down a path and you can't course correct, my message to you is don't give up so easily. Keep going.